Hi, I'm Merilee Mostov from the Bainbridge Island Historical Museum. Today, I'm at the Port Blakely Cemetery, which was built in 1880 for the Port Blakely Mill. I'm here with the president of the board of the cemetery, Barry Sachs, who's been president for nearly 20 years. He's going to show me a little bit about what's happening in this site. Barry, tell me a little bit about this area where we're standing now.
Thanks, Merilee. So I should first point out that I am one of the 15 members of the board who make the decisions and run the cemetery, and the only way we can continue to operate is with the great donations of all the families that are connected here with the community on Bainbridge Island. So we thank all those people. We're standing in what was the original portion of the Port Blakely Mill Cemetery. It was established in 1880. We have some good pictures. It's long gone now, but there was a small wooden picket fence that extended probably about 50 feet in each direction from where we're standing. So some of the memorials that are close by here date from the late 1800s. There's one major disaster that befell the island in 1906. The Dix, which was one of the ferries that made up the Mosquito Fleet, was involved in a collision about 2 miles off the harbor there on its way at night back to the mill site, and it sunk. The story that I believe is in just a few minutes, and about 40 members of the mill were killed during that accident. And there are several memorials around, and you'll probably go walk by some of them. One of them is here to my right, and those were mostly all the mill workers. The other areas of the cemetery, as we've expanded over the years, somewhat with the great generosity of the Brainards, who are the founders of Islandwood, gave us the ability to get more space as we go. So there's a section over my shoulder back there where a number of the very well-known Japanese community are buried. And behind us in the other direction, members of the Jewish community, and it's just basically been a great community cemetery for lots and lots of families.
Thanks, Barry. So tell me a little bit about that tombstone right to your right. It's pretty unusual.
There are a number of ones that were, I believe, cast cement that represent the workers from the mill and the woodsmen of the world. And there are some just fascinating ones around. I'm not sure your picture can catch it. Also, there's one or two of the child's graves here that have the lamb on top.
I think behind you. Let's walk behind you a little bit. I think I spot one. So tell us about that one with the lamb.
So this is one of the ones my wife and I lost a child in 1991. And this marker and several others that are children's memorials here inspired the marker that exists over at our son Ian's grave, which is down to our right over there in our family plot.
I've learned so much with you today, Barry. Thanks so much for your time. I'm going to go exploring now.
Great. Have a nice time.
You too. Hi, Gary. It's so nice to meet you today at the Port Blakely Cemetery. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and why you're here today?
Okay. My name is Gary Matsudaira, and my uncle is buried right here. And he passed away a couple year and a half ago or 2 years ago. And last Memorial Weekend, I came here to pay homage to him. And so this year I came back again. It's the day before Memorial Day. And I wanted to post the American flag because he is a veteran. And eat my bento with him. So I got my rice ball, my saba. I have some poke in there, but I don't know, this is probably enough. So, but it's a nice day out. I picked a good day to do it.
Thanks so much for sharing your story.
Yes.
Have a great day.
All right.